Maybe they look at you a little longer than normal. Maybe they suddenly become quiet when you enter the room. Or maybe they always seem to find a reason to talk to you. And it leaves you wondering, do they actually like me, or am I just overthinking everything? The truth is, when people develop feelings, they often try to hide them. Sometimes it's because they're shy. Sometimes they're afraid of rejection. And sometimes they don't even realize how obvious their behavior has become. But here's the interesting part. Psychology shows that attraction is extremely hard to hide. Even when someone tries to act normal, their actions, body language, and small habits start revealing their emotions. So in this video, we're going to explore 9 psychological signs someone might secretly be hiding their feelings for you. But before we begin, if you enjoy learning about human behavior and relationships, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to SOHAG'S tutorials and turn on notifications so you never miss our next psychology video. Now let's get started. 1. They give you more attention than everyone else. One of the biggest clues that someone might secretly like you is the amount of attention they give you. Think about it for a moment. Out of all the people around them, they seem to notice you the most. They might message you more often, remember little things you mention, ask how your day went, check in when something important happens in your life. Psychologists explain that when we develop feelings for someone, our brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. These chemicals naturally make us focus more on that person. So if someone consistently pays extra attention to you, it might not be random. You might simply be someone who matters more to them than they admit. 2. Their body language changes around you. People can control their words, but controlling body language is much harder. That's why body language is often one of the clearest indicators of hidden attraction. When someone likes you, their body naturally becomes more open and engaged around you. For example, you might notice they turn their body toward you when talking, lean slightly closer when listening, face you even in a group conversation. These behaviors show interest and emotional comfort. Another common signal is mirroring. This happens when someone unconsciously copies your gestures or posture. If you cross your arms, they might do the same. If you lean forward, they might lean forward too. Psychologists believe mirroring happens when people feel connection and emotional alignment with someone. In simple terms, their body is saying, I feel comfortable around you. 3. They make meaningful eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful signs of attraction. Research from psychologist Zick Rubin discovered something fascinating about couples who are in love. When they talk to each other, they maintain eye contact about 75% of the time. Meanwhile, regular conversations between friends or strangers usually involve eye contact only 30 to 60% of the time. So if someone frequently looks at you while you're talking, or even when you're not speaking, that could be meaningful. You might also catch them looking at you when they think you're not paying attention. And when your eyes meet, they may quickly look away or smile. These small moments often reveal feelings that words never say. 4. They care about your well-being. When someone secretly likes you, your happiness and safety suddenly become important to them. They might do small, thoughtful things like asking if you got home safely, checking if you're feeling okay, offering help when you're stressed, noticing when something seems wrong. These gestures might seem simple, but they often come from genuine emotional concern. Psychologists call this protective attention, which tends to appear when someone feels emotionally attached. In other words, they may not openly express their feelings yet, but their actions quietly show that they care about you deeply. 5. They become curious about your life. When someone secretly likes you, they often become genuinely curious about who you are. You may notice them asking questions like, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? What kind of music do you like? What are your future plans? At first, it might feel like normal conversation. But if you pay close attention, you'll realize something interesting. They don't just ask questions randomly, they actually remember your answers. The next time you talk, they might bring up something you mentioned days or even weeks ago. Psychologically, this happens because when we're attracted to someone, our brain naturally stores more information about them. We become interested in their world, their experiences, and their personality. So if someone seems unusually curious about your life, it might not just be friendly conversation. They may be trying to understand you on a deeper level. 6. They compliment you often. Another subtle sign someone might secretly like you is how often they compliment you. Now, compliments alone don't always mean romantic interest. Friends compliment each other all the time. But there's a difference between casual compliments and meaningful compliments. Someone who likes you may notice things others overlook. For example, they might compliment your smile, your style, your personality, your ideas or talents, and their compliments often feel more personal and sincere. Why does this happen? Because when someone likes you, they naturally focus on the things they admire about you, and sometimes they can't help but express it. It's their way of making you feel good and also showing appreciation for who you are. 7. They act nervous or different around you. This might sound surprising, but sometimes people behave strangely around someone they like. You may notice that they stumble over their words, laugh more than usual, become slightly awkward, seem unusually energetic or quiet. According to relationship experts, attraction can trigger nervous excitement. When someone cares about your opinion, they suddenly become more aware of everything they say and do, and that pressure can make them act differently than usual. So if someone seems perfectly relaxed with everyone else but slightly nervous around you, it could be a strong sign that your presence affects them emotionally. 8. They try to impress you. Have you ever noticed someone suddenly showing off when you're around? Maybe they start telling funny stories, talking about their achievements or demonstrating their skills. This behavior often comes from a natural human instinct, the desire to impress someone we like. When someone secretly has feelings for you, they may want you to see them in the best possible light. But the key detail to watch for is this. After doing something impressive, they often glance at you to see your reaction. Your opinion matters to them, and they're hoping you'll notice them. 9. They find excuses to spend time with you. Perhaps the most obvious sign of hidden feelings is when someone consistently looks for ways to spend time with you. They might say things like, "Do you want to grab coffee sometime? Can you help me with something? Let's hang out after work or class." Sometimes the reason itself isn't very important. The real goal is simply being close to you. Psychologists explain that when we feel emotionally attracted to someone, our brain associates their presence with positive emotions. Spending time together literally makes us feel happier. So naturally, we try to create more opportunities to see that person. Human emotions are complicated. People don't always express their feelings openly. Sometimes they hide them because they're shy. Sometimes they fear rejection, and sometimes they're waiting for the right moment. But even when someone tries to hide their feelings, their behavior often tells the real story. If you start noticing several of these signs from the same person, there's a good chance their feelings might be deeper than simple friendship. Still, the best way to truly understand someone's emotions is through honest communication, because sometimes one simple conversation can answer questions you've been wondering about for months. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever realized that someone secretly liked you only after it was too late? Or are you currently trying to figure out if someone has feelings for you right now? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else watching this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, comment your thoughts, share this video with a friend, subscribe to SOHAG'S tutorials for more psychology and relationship insights, because understanding people is one of the most powerful skills you can learn. Thanks for watching.